With the end of Season 0 of Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra fast approaching, though at the rate that I'm going, you are most definitely going to see this after Season 1 has already released. I don't know what to tell you, dude. They put crack, caffeine, and cum in this shit. I can't stop playing it. Please send a doctor. I want to start a new series on this channel where we're going to look back at every season of this game and review it. As we get more seasons and this game goes steady for another 7 years, I'll definitely be comparing and ranking the seasons to each other, but for now we'll just focus on the pros and cons of Season 0. And then at the very end, I'm gonna have a segment where I essentially recommend changes that I personally believe will improve the game going forward. So first up, the gameplay. It is no secret that I heavily enjoy playing this game, especially if you've kept an eye on my upload schedule. We're still going steady at weekly uploads, but we've been calling it close on some weeks. At first, I thought I wasn't going to enjoy this game an awful lot because of the repetitive nature of the genre, but if my stream links are anything to go by, that is not the case at all. Not only are the divine draw and card mechanics brilliant ways to slightly spice up every single game, but also every single character in this game is so unique and fun to play that I think that if you froze time and only played what we currently have available, you'd play this game a full month by the time that you learned and got comfortable with playing every character in this game. Even if you're the kind of person that likes to stick to one specific role, every character in each role is vastly different to their fellow role members. For example, I've been having a blast playing Goku, Dabura, and Bojack in DPS, Zamasu and Vegeta in tank, and Krillin and Buu in technical. And just those characters alone have taken me this long to grow comfortable and competent with. And I already have over 40 hours on this game. That, combined with the fact that it seems like every season is going to bring at least one extra game mode, I don't think we need to worry about this game getting stale anytime soon. But please, for the love of God, Toshi, my man, can I please have custom 8-player lobbies? I'd kill to be able to host a tournament for this game the same way that we held one for Budokai Tenkaichi 3 like almost a year ago actually. Oh my god, happy anniversary to that. Now let's talk about what it's actually like playing this game though. Let's start off with what I hope is not the most common way to play, and that is the solo queue experience. I'm not gonna lie, if I didn't have friends and family members to play this game with, I don't think I'd play it anywhere near as often as I do. I've done a fair bit of solo queue either when my friends are busy or just to get a good understanding of what it's like, and I hate it. This game is a very heavy mix of common sense, communication, teamwork, and reading. All of those things are fine on their own, but when you take them and you have to combine them with Dragon Ball fans, yeah, I think I'd rather hop on Xenoverse 2 if I have to play a Dragon Ball game with randoms. But for the sake of not coming across as deceitful, I must say that for every 3 bad games that you get with randoms, you have one very pleasant game where everybody works well together. But that could also just be because you're the random in that scenario and everybody else is in a voice chat together. I think solo queue can definitely find room to improve though. A proper chat box with proper censorship would be a perfect step forward. That, and if you are a solo queuer, maybe you ought to look for a small community of Squadra peeps to form a steady squad with. Feel free to use my comment section to do just that. They also have a Discord, but I'm not too big on using Discord and big public servers, so I can't really speak on what it's like in there, but I can probably assume that you'll be able to find yourself a nice squad in there. My preferred way of playing is either with a trio or a full squad of friends. I'm typically more of a single player / couch co-op / local multiplayer kind of boy, so it's very rare that I indulge in online multiplayer games with my friends outside of games like Peak or Among Us. But Squadra has brought the majority of us together like never before. I haven't been one to stay up till 3 or 4 a.m. just to get a couple of extra games in, but Squadra has us all hooked on a tight leash. I mean, just look at these eye bags. My skin in 5 years is Generally, the only thing that would make the full squad experience better would be private 8-player lobbies, Toshi, please. I'm sorry if I'm being repetitive, but my squad needs this. Lately, we have to resort to switching the bottom 2 performers, so being able to pit all of my friends up against each other like that would be perfect for us. Given the game's currently limited quantity of modes, I think it's imperative that they supplement that with content while the game is still in its infancy. Now, what I mean by content is stuff to do / unlock to incentivize players to keep playing throughout the whole season. What they currently have available is the Star Pass, the soon-to-come full unpaid / paid Battle Pass, missions, and also the soon-to-come Rank Mode rewards. The Star Pass is a fun incentive, but as of right now, it might as well be another paid Battle Pass. The fix with the Star Pass is as simple as giving us something like 50 to 100 Zenny per match. 50 if you lose, 100 if you win. I think that's not too crazy of an ask. I think that capping the hero memories is okay. It definitely keeps me from playing longer than I should. So to me, that's a win since I do waste a metric ton of time on this game instead of focusing on content and school. Next up is the Battle Pass. If the paid Battle Pass is designed like the Battle Passes in Fortnite and Clash Royale and they sell them for $7 to $10 a pop, then I'm sold. So far in Season 0 just works as a small resource farm, which is cool and all, but having some exclusive emotes and skins would make the battle pass perfect in my opinion. Maybe if they kind of make it a mix of like Fortnite and Dragon Ball the Breakers battle passes. You know, back when Breakers was not the current Breakers, we used to have battle pass exclusive characters every season. And they were free. And guess what? If you didn't get them right away, you were able to purchase them after the battle pass had expired. I think that was a decent way to not alienate free-to-play players, and it was also a perfect incentive to play every single day so you could get further and further into the battle pass. Completely locking something behind a fake digital vault is so stupid in my opinion. Lastly, I think that the paid battle pass should at the very least provide you with enough gems to buy every hero that is dropped within the period in which the battle pass is available. So for example, maybe the free battle pass could give you enough gems to buy one character per season, but then you have the paid battle pass and you can buy all of them. Missions I don't think need a crazy amount of improvement. They feel very limited right now, but I hope that's on purpose. And I really don't have any complaints with how rank progression works. Dragon Ball games rarely ever disappoint with their music and sound design. Even the bad ones have some bops in the middle of the slop. Squadra is no exception to this, but rather Squadra is a step above the average Dragon Ball game in its sound design. The sound effects in this game immerse the crap out of you, from positive sound effects like these, to the ones that let you know just how cooked you are like these. I've said this many times, but this game oozes personality and charm. The voice acting is also top notch. I wanted to play this game subtitled just because I love the sub as much as I do the dub, but the dub actors knocked it out of like 3 separate parks this time around. Holy shit. Everyone sounds amazing in this game. I don't know if Damon Mills also directed this game, but he did an amazing job with Sparking Zero. And if he's behind this game as well, please lock him up in a studio and do not let him stop cooking. I'm not the most like patch note and balancing savvy person, but to me this game doesn't feel unbalanced. I'm not going to talk out of my element and say that this game is perfectly balanced because some characters definitely do feel like they perform better in their roles than other characters. But I also feel like I can hop on any character with my friends, and as long as I know how to play said character, I feel like we can get some wins without having the team composition be indicative of how the match will play out straight away. As far as how often the patches are rolled out, I've been very happy with the 2 patches we've gotten between the beta and when I'm finally typing out this script. As long as they keep the momentum going in Season 1, I think the game will do just fine. I don't have any cute opener for this section, just relax, sit down, and prepare to have your ears yapped off about how absolutely gorgeous this game is. Oh my god. I was trying to be a little more conservative with my glazing over these models until the game was fully out and ready for general consumption. And now that it is, and especially after that Super Saiyan 3 Goku reveal, fuck you, fuck Bandai, fuck Zeno himself, I have no need to hold myself back any longer. We haven't had models this crisp, pristine, and accurate looking since Fighters. Holy mother of Whis. Every game from here on out could use Squadra's models and I wouldn't complain. But please don't do that, Bandai. I enjoy diversity and innovation in my Dragon Ball games. Thank you. Skins and alternate colors are probably at the best that a Dragon Ball game has ever had them at. I think that the only games that even come close are Xenoverse 2 and Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Ever since the old Raging Blast 3 by Nostal Treeback's days, I've been clamoring for different outfits to become a very diverse staple of Dragon Ball games at all times. Like, Xenoverse 3 would instantly win my heart if it has the option to let you dress any character in any outfit that you want. Also, please, for the love of God, can I have my men in women's clothes? If my women can be in men's clothes, why can't my men be in women's clothes? But back to Squadra. I adore the fact that 1, we can have an infinite number of different colors and outfits, and 2, that they have some crazy ass alternate outfits. I also have to give the devs high praise for deciding to start the game with some deeper cuts for the outfits. They could have easily just given us like Saiyan armor or Buu Saga Krillin, but no, we get fucking Juan Sanchez? And the alternate color is just as sick. The only negative thing I have to say regarding skins is that I'm sad that the general gameplay looks like this because I don't get to admire how gorgeous everyone looks amidst all the chaos of the matches. All of the animations in the game also kick ass. Everyone feels distinct and like themselves. For example, the Gammas have their little holographic effects that perfectly evoke superhero style. Meanwhile, someone like Goku perfectly encapsulates the point in the series that he's from. I'm also glad that they opted to make the animations the gacha and not the characters themselves. At the end of the day, this free-to-play game has to make money, and I'd rather them make the money off of cosmetics instead of making PvP a pay-to-win mess. Legends. I believe that the key to keeping everyone engaged with this game moving forward also lies within building the perfect amount of hype and anticipation. And so far, I think that they're also doing a good job at that as well. From the release date trailer to the recently debuted Squadra talk, though, can we word shop that title a little bit? You know, Legends has reveals and stuff, Dokkan has producer's letter. I feel like we can do a little bit better than Squadra talk. I feel like both of these things were the perfect length and they revealed just enough to satisfy my craving for more content, while also leaving me feeling like a gluttonous little porky bitch because I need to know more about this game soon. Alright, now that I got to gush y'all's eyes and ears off, let's get down to it. In future installments of this series, I want to have a tier list where we will rank every season of this game against one another. But for now, we'll just review the season, rank it from F to Z, and after that I will make my suggestions for improvements. I'm gonna give Season 0 a solid B rate. I think it did its job very well. It gave us a good launch to the game while setting up Season 1 by giving us small glimpses into what a fully up and running version of this game is going to look like. For example, it lets us see how the Battle Pass and star systems will function moving forward. Squadra Talk informed us of how acquiring new heroes will work in the future, and we now know how the gacha system will work, since the betas gave us infinite resources to get everything that was available at the time. All of these things are great, however this game isn't perfect yet, and it has some problems that I think need addressing ASAP in order to ensure its longevity. I personally have not run into this issue, but I have seen reports of people claiming that their queue times can get so long that they rival Breaker's queue times. There's also no way to avoid being penalized if one of your match members decides to rage quit. This issue I've had happen to me twice on stream and it sucks because I get locked out of the game for a good 10 to 15 minutes. On one instance, I just decided to hop on Breakers to pass the time. Also, I might be wrong here, but it doesn't seem like there's any steep punishment for people that either rage quit or give up and just sit at spawn for the rest of the match. And both of those things can immediately kill my mood to play this game right away. Another issue that I know every single player who enjoys this game can get behind is that the resources in this game are beyond limited right now. Like, I haven't felt this kind of struggle for Senny since the old days of Dokkan. You know, back when Dokkan Awakening LRSTR Broly could cost you all of your life savings and your 401k. These are my main problems with the game right now as a fully free-to-play player. I'll probably drop money on the game if the battle pass is enticing enough, but if not, I'll remain a free-to-play player. Also, everyone's experiences with this game seem to vary greatly so far, so if there's a problem with the game that I missed, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Let's let the dev team know that we want the game to continue to improve. Now that we have this season ranked, I want to close out by providing my feedback and explaining what I'd suggest improvements on so that the rank for the next season can beat out this season's current rank. The most pressing suggestion that I have right now is in regards to unlocking each new season's heroes. It has been confirmed that they will only be available for purchase via gems, which I'm kinda glad because I didn't want them to be summonable. However, they will only be obtainable in the Star Pass after the release season ends, which means that if you really want Super Saiyan 3 Goku right now, you're gonna have to wait 9 weeks in order to get him in the Star Pass. And even then you have to pray that he's in a tier that you can reach easily. And like, this is something that I'll be okay with as long as the devs deliver on 3 things. 1. Each new hero should have a free trial week during the week that they drop in. 2. The free version of the Battle Pass should at the very least give you enough gems to buy one of the new heroes each season. We have to be realistic and acknowledge that a free-to-play game needs to make its money. So I don't think they'd be generous enough to make them all obtainable each season with free-to-play means. Which is why my third point is that the paid Battle Pass should provide you with enough gems to buy all of the season's new heroes. I'd be okay with shelling out the standard $7 to $10 for a Battle Pass as long as it has a good amount of resources to offer and some exclusive skins and outfits. Matchmaking also needs its fair share of fixes, but hopefully Season 0 has provided them with enough research information to be able to patch up the issues I've mentioned within a week of Season 1's launch. Another thing that desperately needs attention is resource farming. I do not want to have my heroes sitting at like 3k memory that I can't feed into them because the shop decided to not have any Zenny available. And I also have no possible way of farming any. My fixes for this would be to make each match you win reward you with 100 Zenny, have the Battle Pass give you Zenny for both free-to-play and paid versions, make it so that the shop always has free Zenny available, and make it easier to farm the Zenny missions. Because having to queue up as technical or any 10 times just to unlock one mission that gives me pebbles is not fun. Lastly, please Toshi, for the love of God, give me custom-made player lobbies, please. I won't ask for anything else, please. I just want to make tournament videos for this game. You get free publicity, I get my mode. Come on, it's free marketing, please, please. So with all that said, I have been Veggie Boy, and I hope you enjoyed my review for Season 0. I'll be seeing you real soon when we review Season 1, but in the meantime, there's plenty of other stuff you can watch on the channel. I'll let Outro Veggie tell you about all that. Take it away, Outro Veggie. Hey, it's me, Outro Veggie Boy. I hope you enjoyed my review of Squadra Season 0. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope to be able to put out lots of Squadra content in the near future. I also do a ton of Squadra live streaming here on YouTube and Twitch. So make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss all of that, okay? And if you can't wait for more Dragon Ball content from me, here are some videos I think you'd enjoy right now. See ya!